If you've ever dealt with an HOA, you know they love pretending they're a little government. But mine? They went a step further and formed their own so-called HOA security division. In reality, it was just a couple of board members with a used pickup truck they slapped magnetic HOA police decals on. They'd cruise the neighborhood like wannabe sheriffs, handing out fake citations and trying to intimidate homeowners. But what really crossed the line was when they started using my lawn as their personal parking lot. I'd come home from work and find their beat-up patrol truck sitting in my grass, leaving ruts in the soil and oil stains everywhere. I asked them nicely, then firmly, to stop. Their response? HOA Karen smirked and said, "Community vehicles are allowed to park wherever necessary for enforcement. You don't own this lawn, the HOA does. Except I do own it, every square inch." So I decided to get creative. Behind my shed, I had an old backhoe left from a landscaping project. One Saturday morning, I put it to work. I carefully dug out a large pit right where their truck always sat, about 6 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 3 feet deep. I covered the hole with plywood, laid sod and dirt on top, and smoothed it to look just like the rest of the yard. To anyone passing by, it was just grass. Sure enough, that night I heard the familiar rumble of their patrol. Headlights swept across my window, and then, crunch. I ran outside just in time to see the HOA cop truck sink nose first into my trap. The front wheels dropped into the pit, the back end lifted like a seesaw, and the engine roared helplessly as they tried to reverse. The plywood had shattered, the grass peeled back, and their precious patrol vehicle was stuck good. The driver stumbled out, furious. "You sabotaged us. This is illegal." I smiled and pulled out my phone. Illegal? Parking on my lawn without permission is trespassing. I just made sure my property defended itself. They called the real cops on me, but when officers arrived and saw the situation, they burst out laughing. I showed them the deed to the land and photos of the truck parked on my grass dozens of times before. The verdict? Not my problem. The HOA had to hire a tow company and pay for the damages themselves. And since they'd been claiming the truck was community-funded, the repair costs drained their budget for months. Now, my lawn is greener than ever. The fake patrol truck is permanently gone, and every time Karen walks by, she scowls like she swallowed a lemon. Turns out, the best kind of neighborhood watch is a well-placed trap.